how is like Chat GPT like changing the landscape for like recruiters?
Yeah. So I saw this really interesting article the other week that it was like the top 20 careers that ChatGPT is going to replace. And I think recruiter was number 19 or 20.
No way.
Yeah. Like there's this thought that ChatGPT is going to completely make recruitment irrelevant because it can do theoretically all of your screening, all of your like getting snippets from resumes, making sure people are, in line with what you're looking for, all that kind of stuff. So there's a theory that, in reality, it could replace recruiters. But I think how it's going to impact the recruitment game is that it's not going to replace the kind of body of recruitment as it stands, but it's going to automate and replace a lot of the mundane stuff that we do. Like, for example, some of the things that I'm doing right now is, we send as part of our process a comprehensive profile of candidates. So resume and then profile on experience, hard skills, soft skills, education, what they're looking for compensation wise, how many weeks notice they need to give. Like just kind of like over and above your resume, here's what you need to know. I've been kind of, blasting in a lot of the notes that I take in our interview, some notes from their resume as well. And I say like, summarize these notes into a, personalized profile targeting a senior accountant role, 8 bullet points or something like that. And just go boom, 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 boom. And we'll just like soft skills, like summarize all that stuff and just like whisk it off. Whereas profiles would sometimes take me like up to a half hour.
Right.
Or you take, on the recruitment side, you take a company's job description, and then us at ML6, we have our own format just for like, optics reasons. We have them all in the exact same format, same headlines, just so it's unified. It's like a branding thing.
Sure.
All copy, cut and paste the company's job description and then an ML6 formatted job description and just say, put the above in ML6 format. Boom. Whole job description written out. Which would sometimes take me a long time to do, because you're like, how do I hide the client? How do I make sure people don't know it's them and go apply directly? So it's like really on the business development side, you're like, write me a short and sweet message reaching out to this company as a recruitment firm, wanting to partner with them on their efforts. Hit enter, it'll come up with this like, whatever jumbled up sales pitch. You're like, make it less formal. And then it'll add like a little bit more, like some exclamation points, some like slang or whatever. And so it's even automated. Like you're not even having to write your own business development messages anymore.
Wow.
Like it's bonkers, man.
You're like, you work for like 2 hours, ChatGPT. You're like, I'm going golfing for the rest of the day, bro. Like, everything's done, man. That's incredible.
Which is kind of scary to a certain point, because my thinking is like, if you become completely ChatGPT dependent and you're not having to like organically think for yourself anymore, there's no hiding that like the most authentic version of recruitment and, business development is done in person. Like you can't beat sitting in front of a person, having a conversation, pitching them, whether it's a slide deck, whether it's whatever. And so if they give you an objection and they're like, hey, Spencer, what do you think of this? You're like, give me 2 seconds. Like, hey, ChatGPT, what do I think about? You lose like critical thinking and like creativity on like how to spin your words, how to tell a story, so I think there's a danger if you become too dependent on it, then when push comes to shove and you're not in front of your computer, you're going to crumble.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Like you're going to be lost.
100%, man. And there's nothing like meeting people, in person, like, and learning about them, seeing like how they handle themselves and all that kind of stuff. And even like taking someone out for drinks, like, and trying to bring them in
on
as
your
a client.
phone the whole time.
Exactly.
Like just,
like there's fundamentals. Like that's why like recruiting, I was like, man, it's such like a human thing, right? Like I really feel like it would be super difficult, but like you said, like the mundane tasks, where you can really save a lot of time and really focus on those really important efforts. Really trying to connect with different people, find out how you can connect them with different roles and all that kind of stuff. So
it's human, and ChatGPT, as good as it is, isn't a person. So like, there's only so much you can replace without it just being a completely different thing.
It seems like it's going to affect every industry.
I think so. To some degree, yeah, for sure.
100%.
Which is good and potentially bad, but so yeah, I guess we'll see.
Because we'll see in 5-10 years. You know?
Yeah. I'll come on this podcast again. I'll probably do something completely different because ChatGPT took my job.
You Japanese?
Yeah, seriously.
We're all like rioting.
Yeah.
No more
Honestly.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, the 3 unemployed dudes because ChatGPT just completely took over.
Oh man, that's crazy.